Right, it's fair to say now the two-stop strategy in Monaco was an absolute failure for fixing Monaco. All it did was showcase the power of friendship, and we don't want that here. We want the drivers to hate each other. So I take it upon myself to put a couple of videos out on my socials, link in description. Make sure to follow those and subscribe to the channel. But I got 750 comments on my Instagram alone. So I feel like now I have the best hub for deciding how to fix Monaco. Not the professionals, not the actual racing drivers. My Instagram comments. Obviously, I'm not looking at 750 comments. I just went for the top 100, 150 liked, ordered them up, and we're going to go through them and come up with a true idea to fix Monaco. And hopefully, I get rewarded with it with my own private yacht for next year's Monaco Grand Prix. First, we need some obviously ground rules for what's going to be logical and what's going to be feasible and what we're not going to do. So, number one, we are not making any modifications with the cars. A lot of people suggested doing the IndyCar route and making specific cars like they do for the Indy 500. We're not doing that. Another thing we're not doing, and I need to, you know who you are when I mention this. We are not nuking Monaco. The amount of people that said nuke Monaco. People live there. We are not killing people. And a third thing we're not going to do is encourage violence between drivers. Someone suggested adding a turret to the cars. Another person suggested giving people guns that they can use once. Not enough already in the cars. Like, we are going to have like a last man standing situation. It's going to be a straight up battle royale. So we are not encouraging violence or nuking Monaco, especially. All right, first kind of topic we have here is obviously change of the cars, which I specifically said not to. But I just want to go through one in particular. Now, a lot of people said go karts. A lot of people said making small alterations. One person suggested we do a kind of biathlon where half the race is the F1 cars and the second half is in jet skis. That kind of would be cool, but it kind of defeats the purpose of an F1 Grand Prix. Now, this idea I do like though. Someone has suggested racing Lego cars, like about 80 people have, but it's not a race. It's a last man standing. So they just go batter each other along the Monaco Grand Prix in Lego cars, and the last person who can actually keep driving wins. We'll put that in the maybes, but everything else I am immediately rejecting because I specifically don't want to change the cars. But we are putting the Lego car in the maybes just for the shenanigans. That could be like driver parade thing. That we're gonna have that as the driver parade for the fixed Monaco Grand Prix. Fixed Monaco Grand Prix is the last man standing Lego race. There we go. Thank you to that suggestion. The next group we are going to go through is the altered track or grid layouts, and there are some good ones here. Now, a lot of people have said to reverse the grid. A lot of people said reverse the race. But what only one person suggested is we reverse the grid without telling the drivers until after qualifying. That would be hilarious. Just imagine. I mean, okay, Lando took pole this week. Just imagine afterwards. It's like, okay, congratulations, Lando, on taking pole. By the way, you're starting last. Congratulations, Franco Colapinto. You are starting first. And no, I know Oliver Behrman started last, but he had grid penalties. Grid penalties will still imply in this. So, anything else here? Someone suggested reverse points of 20th gets the most, but no, that's not going to work. Now, that is what we're going to go. If we're going to go with the surprise reverse grid, but penalties will still apply. Yeah, that is what we are taking the surprise reverse grid. Surprise reverse grid is part of our fixed Monaco Grand Prix. The big one people always talk about is making alterations to the track. Everyone suggested removing the Nouvelle chicane that made a suggestion about altering the track. So by default, we are removing the Nouvelle chicane and we're adding a DRS zone from Portier to Tabac. Now it will be chaotic, but we are doing it. Obviously, there is that little kink we're going to have to work with, but it just adds to the intensity of the thing. But we are removing the Nouvelle chicane and adding a DRS zone between Portier and Tabac. Now, there's some people who have suggested some rule changes for this. Let's go through some of them. So someone has suggested we do two races. We don't have qualifying at all. We have two races where each team picks one driver for each race, and the top five get points. No, you never suggest again to whoever that person was. We have someone suggesting a 5 lap elimination. So whoever's in last gets eliminated. And by far the best suggested are the rules. Every 10 laps, the driver in last blows up. Yes, we're taking that. We're taking the last place blows up. We are taking inspiration from the Speed movie. And last place blows up every 10 laps. Now, I did suggest not causing harm to drivers, but it's just the engine blowing up. We are altering. It's not the driver blowing up. It will be the engine blowing up for this. So the engine blows up. So then there, see, there's now jeopardy for the whole season because the losing engine is big. So that you do not want to be last. So that means last place preceding epic last place battles. Yeah, we're taking that. Thank you. Obviously, some Mario Kart suggested come in. Red shells, bananas, bullet bills for last place. But here's a good one. Blue shells. We're adding blue shells. If you're in first place, and you are going slow, you get hit with a blue shell. Fix Monaco. There we go. So there's none of this backing up when you're first. If you're back, actually, no. Well, we're gonna expand it. If you are backing up, you get hit with a blue shell. So we won't have the power of friendship going on here. We are. If you are going too slow, blue shelled. Now for some more questionable ones. No brakes. That is dangerous. So no. Add a ramp at the Nouvelle chicane and whoever lands the furthest from the ramp jump gets extra championship points. No, they will end up in a yacht. Sprinklers on half the course. Why only half? Multiple people have suggested the drivers take drugs for the race. No. But this one I like because it ties in with a previous one we're implementing, which is the surprise reverse grid. Lance Stroll is forced to start on pole no matter his qualifying position. I mean, he would have started P2 under the surprise reverse grid. So we're implementing that. Lance Stroll will start on pole, and we see what happens. So yeah, there we go. We have Fix Monaco. Our Fix Monaco Grand Prix will consist of the drivers' parade will be a last man standing Lego race. They will get a surprise reverse grid, which I will be informed of after the Lego race. We are removing the Nouvelle chicane and adding a DRSO from Portier all the way to the back. We are adding bullet bills. If someone is driving deliberately slow, they will get hit with a bullet bill. And every 10 laps, the driver in last will have their engine blown up. They'll have a button race control. Whoever's in last after 10 laps, they press the button of the corresponding driver, their engine goes pop. And Lance Stroll is forced to start on pole, because why not? So, if someone passes on to the FIA, and if the FIA thinks this session is brilliant, we will implement it, and hold on, no, they will implement it and give me a free private yacht for the Monaco Grand Prix next year for fixing Monaco.